Everybody, it's Annette and welcome to Discover the Beauty in You. Today I want to show you this Sizzix machine. This is the Texture Boutique. It's a very small machine. I love it for several reasons. I purchased it a while back, and the reason I wanted to show it to you guys is because I've been creating certain things with leather for my earrings that I think you guys are gonna love. First of all, I got it on sale on Hobby Lobby, which was perfect for me. And let me show you how this is put together. So it comes in a box. This has like little grips down here, okay, that you can put down. It looks like a little carrying case or like a little purse. This is super comfortable. I love the little grips because it stays down and it doesn't shift or move or anything. The second thing I do love is that you can remove the handle that it has right here just by one screw. So this is the handle that comes with. And how you do this is you remove this little rubber covering that it has. You put this in there and then you screw it in. This goes in a certain position here. You have to look at it from the side view right here and match this to it. So it's pretty simple. I'm going to put it over here off camera only because I won't be able to see what I'm doing if I don't do it like that. So let me show you. So this has a certain way that it goes in, for those who don't know. Once you put the little screw in here, you got to figure out that these notches match this. So the way you know is when you have it in here, it will go all the way down, no issues with it. And then this, you'll have to screw it in, obviously, with a screwdriver. I don't have a big screwdriver, but I do have these mini screwdrivers that I purchased. So that's what I am going to be doing it with. So you just put it in there and just screw it right in. Sorry, I'm moving the camera a little bit. I'm trying to make this to where you guys can see it as well. It goes in. And you know it goes in because you see how this handle starts moving. That means it's ready. So this is what's going to help you crank it. This also comes with some plates, which I definitely can appreciate because I know that there are other machines that are bigger than this one that don't come with the plates. So this one comes with, this one is a plastic plate. This one is a second plastic plate. It's an embossing. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to put this back on the over here so you don't forget. You have it there. There you go. This is an embossing pad is what they like to call this. And then it comes also with this one, and this one says use this shim when embossing a single sheet of cardstock. So I guess this is for the cardstock. I've never used this one before, but I'm guessing it's just all the same. So this gives you the instructions pretty much. You put the actual one plate at the bottom, you put the actual cardstock there, and then you put this one at the top. And usually it's just facing down like this, like a little sandwich. And I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to show you. Imagine you have something in there that you want to emboss, and then you put it right in here, and obviously you crank it and it comes all the way to the other side. Right now it's not thick enough because I don't have anything in there. But let me show you what else I purchased. Hobby Lobby had these 3D texture impressions. This one was $2.49. I think this one was the same. This one says $7.99, but I know I got all of these on sale. Here's another one. And here's another one. So look at the designs. This is what I love about them. This design looks like a feather, like a little tree. Super pretty. These designs are perfect for when you work with leather. And that leather, you want to imprint on the leather. We're going to do a leather piece today, so I can show you how good these are. So these are 3D texture impressions. This one's in A6. It's really for paper crafts. According to this, makes it easier embossing some paper, which we can do today so you can see. But also, look at this one. This reminds me of like the 1800s plaques or plates that you would have either on the wall as a decoration or on the ceiling of a kitchen from the 1800s. So super pretty, very delicate. It has like little rosebuds on the inside and then the design on the outside. We're going to also do some impressions with this one so you can see it. This one I loved it because it's very tropical. It has those little leaves from the banana trees or plantain trees, so it reminds me of home. And then this one also has those impressions from like the 1800s here. So pretty, so pretty. So I want to make sure I show you how these impressions, you can see them on paper as well as in a little piece of leather. So I have here 3 different cardstocks. As you can see, these are, one is very thick, medium size, and very flimsy. Okay, so I have all 3 thicknesses. I'm just gonna cut a piece, just only because we want to test these accordingly. So I'm just gonna cut them. Yeah, let's just cut not such a big piece, but somewhat. Okay, here's one. So let's try, let me just cut them all at the same time. Just need a couple pieces. Doesn't have to be perfectly done. Just eyeballing them. Okay, so let's pretend these are the cardstocks we're going to be using. I'll move my little cutter aside. And I'm going to be stamping all 4 of these so you can see. Let's open this one first. This is what this looks like on the inside. And it tells you right here how to do it. Okay, so you put the placard, the cutting pad, and then this, and then the cutting pad platform at the bottom. In my case, this is for a different machine. So I'm just going to do it as I have it right here. So this will open up like this. You will put your piece of paper here, okay, just like so. You will put the bottom plate and then the top plate. And it might be a little bit of an overkill to have this sandwiched in there too much, but we're going to see how that goes. Everything fits in here perfectly fine. And what I try to do is I hold it here and then I crank it, but sometimes it doesn't go in because it's too much. Now the reason I have this here, this may not grip on it, so it might need a little bit of a help, or it might not go in there at all, like what it's happening right now. So this is too thick. So what do? I'm just gonna roll it with just this without the top part. There we go. Let's see what this does now. And you're going to see my phone move a little bit, but this is pretty thick. That's why I'm doing it. There we go. So it comes out the other side. There you go. It released it. When I remove it, look how gorgeous this looks. Can you see that? That is so pretty. This is the back. You see the indentation there, and then this is the front. This is exactly, I'm going to show paper first, and then I'm going to show the leather work. So that is for this one. Okay, and this is what the picture looks like. Except this is done in like a gold fill. I'm sorry if you hear my grandson here. It's just he's playing beside me. But you see the design? It's super pretty. Okay, let's try the next one. Let's put this one right here beside me. Let's try this medium texture. This one is also a thick plate, so it's going to be the same. I'm going to have to just put it in. And what's cool about it is that you can see the design on top. I'm going to put this here, put down the machine, put it in, roll it gently, And then just hold it at the top. And like I mentioned, you're going to see my phone move, but it's because obviously I just have the phone on a stand. There we go. Let's see. Now this one didn't stamp that well. So I wonder if I put it in here and if I have the second plate on top, if it would do it better. We're going for it. Let's see here if I can make it go in there. I think that's going to be too much. Yeah, that's too much. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to go in. So I'm going to say maybe do it twice with this one. I mean, it goes in, but when you see it come out, I'm going to say I'm going to roll it forward and then I'm going to roll it backwards. That way it stamps it better. It might be that the paper is way too thin, that it won't stamp it right. I mean, you can see the stamping. It's just it's not as pronounced as I would love it. But it's still there. It's subtle. So that one is the second one here. We're going to do this with leather. It's just going to be a complete game changer for you. And then we're going to do the third one, which is the thicker cardboard. We're going to do this one right here, which is the one with the little flower. Okay, so this one is super pretty. I love it that it has that design right there. This is a thick cardboard, so hopefully, we put it in the center right there. Hopefully this will stamp it really well. Let's see here. Put it in. Let's see. This one looks like it's thicker. There we go. Ooh, this one is thicker. So I think this one's going to stamp really well because I feel the pressure on the arm here. I'm going to go back again so I can stamp it really well front and back. Let's see. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. This is the stamp. This is how it looks. You can see the little details on it. That is precious. I love it. And look on the back side. So you can also use the back side. This is so pretty. Wow, that turned out beautiful. So that's this one right here. And last but not least, we're going to do the leaf one. This one's so pretty as well. Okay, let's try this one. Let's do it on this darker page, only because I like the way it looked. Let's do it. Oh, it won't fit this way. Will it fit this way? No, I gotta cut it. Okay, let's try it. Put it right in here. This one's pretty thick as well, so. Let's see if I can make this work. It's hard to just do it myself. Let's see. It's not grabbing it. Let's see if I put this one on top of it. Just to give it a little bit more thickness. No. Me grab my grandson. Okay, I'm going to ask my grandson to help me here. Okay, baby, if you want to hold it and then put it in here and hold it in there, okay? Let me know when you got it. Push, 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 push inside. There you go. Now let it go. There you go. Thank you so much, buddy.
What is it doing?
It's stamping. You want to see it when it comes on the other side? I'm going to stamp it twice. I go forwards and I go backwards. And you can go again if you want to, but I'm only going to do it twice.
It did it like it made that.
Watch. Look how beautiful it made that design right here.
Whoa.
Look at that. That is gorgeous. I have done this one on leather, and it's one of my favorites because it elongates the earring, and it's so gorgeous. You can even cut the earring to match one of the little stems. But can you see the pattern there? Absolutely stunning. So we have all 4 patterns. These are in paper. And this is a very thin paper, and I think that is why it didn't stamp it really well on this one, but this one's beautiful. So medium, thicker paper, I think works better. And if I were to make this as a card, then I would just fold this one like this and then make the card here. I mean, you can do a variety of things with it. So let me show you now what all these designs would look like using leather. And we're going to do real leather and faux leather. I think that's important to do both of them, just because you're making different projects with faux leather and real leather. The texture changes, it's different. So I want to show that to y'all. So when it comes to different projects for leather, I like to purchase these leather remnant packs from Hobby Lobby. And I never pay the full price. I always go when it's 40 or 50% off, and you can see the sign on the aisle, and this is from Hobby Lobby. So you can see it has different colors, so we're just gonna pull one out. Now these have great materials in them. Some of them are long, some of them are just a piece, but as you can see, you can make wallets, you can make great projects. Look at this whole piece. Real leather, super gorgeous. Okay. We just need a little piece. We don't need something too big. Let's see if I find a small piece in here. Let's do this one right here. Yeah, let's do that piece right there. Perfect. And then I like to put this piece, all these pieces back again, because I can use so many of these to make different leather type earrings. This bag is completely worth purchasing. This is like my 2nd or 3rd bag because you get so many earrings out of this that is amazing. So first of all, I would stamp this whole piece of leather. In this case, I'm just going to cut several pieces, pretending that those are going to be my earrings. Now remember, depends on how you make your earrings. Some people like to stamp, cut the piece. Some people like to use their Cricut. I like to use my Cricut to cut leather. It's just going to depend on the thickness and what blade you use. That should be for another video, but there's plenty of videos out there that you can find this on. And if you follow Amy Romeo, she has phenomenal videos on cutting faux leather and regular leather, and she shows you how to do everything. But if you're a craftsman, a leather craftsman, you'll have a stamp, and you know that cuts the leather. You'll hammer it, you cut it on the piece that you want. So this will work perfect for them. But in this case, I'm just going to cut a little piece right here to show you how the different pieces would look like on this light colored leather. Okay, so I have cut the leather in 4 pieces, okay, because we're going to do all 4. But I've cut them to a size to where I can still create my earrings from this one, so I don't want it to go to waste. So let's start with this one again. And we're going to take our little placard from the bottom, one from the top, and then this one. Let's see where I want it. I want this, maybe this design, or if you want this design, you can pick from anything you would like to see. You know, I like this right here, so I think I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to put it in the Sizzix. Just hold it in place. And for this one, I'm going to give it a couple of passes. Okay, give a couple of passes, because forward and backwards and forwards again and backwards. And the reason I'm doing it here is because I know I put my leather in the back That's why I'm not taking it all the way. And I'm going to do this just a few more times because I want to make sure that stamping stamps well on my leather. Okay, so I did 3 passes. Now when I pull this out, look at this beautiful texture on the leather. It's phenomenal. Look at the texture. That is a beautiful impression. Beautiful impression. Gorgeous. We're going to do the same with the other patterns. This is the next pattern right here. So let's put the next piece of leather. Now, this one is a little bit of a bigger pattern. So you need to make sure where do you want your pattern or what you want your pattern to look like. In this case, I'm going to do it like this, right almost in the center of this, because I want to make sure I grab some of the flowers there to show on my earrings that I'm going to finish up. So this one will go in here. And again, I do a couple of passes forwards and backwards so the impression just sit there. The darker the leather, the more beautiful it is, but I think you can do some gold details on it. If you've never done the leather with the gold, you can do UV resin on top of it and it would look phenomenal. Let me fix this here really quick. It would look so pretty. So this will be my 3rd pass and that will be it. Okay. Oh wow, this looks amazing. Look at all the detail there. Can you see it? Beautiful. So pretty. You can see the flower. You can see all the little details. So if I were to make this into an earring, it will have all the beautiful details of that flower there. So gorgeous. Okay, moving right along. Let's do the next one. We're going to do this one. I have my piece of leather. And again, this one randomly, depending on what you want. I think I want some more of this. Or I can do the center, but I would like some of all of those there. Just do this. Put it right here. Put it in and roll it. And if you roll it one time, it's not going to be the end of it, of the world, but I like to do it a couple of times. Now, this is not hard. Okay, you can hold it here. This is very easy to do. This is not hard. Plus, this handle here is very ergonomic, and it kind of helps you do the texture on the leather. There we go. That's my 3rd pass. Oops. Still stuck in there. There we go. And here we go. Gorgeous. Now this on paper you couldn't see it, but on the leather, beautiful. You can see all the little details there of all the leaves. So if I were to do an earring, I could do it this way, I could do it this way, or this way, any which way. And we have one last design, and it's going to be this one right here. So let's see. We're going to take the leather, and this one randomly you can put it anywhere. If you were to make a pendant and you want this flower here, if you want to make all this, it's going to depend on where you want it. So I'm just going to put it right there. And again, same as before. Let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. There we go. And this is a pretty thick leather. Like I have ostrich leather here, and that ostrich leather is pretty thin. And because it's so thin, sometimes the design doesn't come out really well. You have to really pass it a few times, and it's still not perfect, but you can definitely do it. Okay, that's my 3rd pass. I think that's good. Perfect. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that pattern. Beautiful. If I were to make something like this and put some UV resin on it and cut it, I could cut it all the way through here and make this a beautiful pendant. But I can make earrings out of this. Just the design of it is gorgeous. There you have it. Okay, so this is a thick leather, like I mentioned before, thick leather. I'm gonna put them right here so y'all can admire it. And I'm gonna zoom in. Let's see if I zoom in. I think that's way too much. Okay, let's do one less. There you go. I hope y'all can see that. You can see all the patterns there. I'm gonna turn this light off. That way you can see it a little bit better. There we go. I think that light is better. This is so beautiful. The patterns are amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's pull it back and let me turn on the light so I can show you final results here. So we have the patterns that we did on paper. Pattern on paper. So this pattern right here is this pattern. You can see the little flower right here. Same flower over here. Can you see that? There we go. You can see this flower right here. It's so pretty. Paper and leather. This pattern is this one right here. Paper and leather. And this pattern right here. Paper and leather. Oh my goodness. I love creating new things. I think that these patterns will be phenomenal for rings. I mean, not for rings, for earrings, for bracelets, for pendants, postcards, and everything in between. Who said that creating accessories and jewelry would be so boring? You can create many things. You guys, I hope you like my videos, and remember to like and follow for more. It helps grow my channel. Leave me your comments or questions down in the comment section below. Until next time, God bless.